Liam, have you ever had one of those mornings where you just wake up and feel completely lost, like you don't know what to do next?
Oh, yes, especially when everything feels rushed and chaotic. But you know what's worse? Trying to explain your daily routine in English and freezing halfway through.
Exactly. Many English learners struggle with this. They can't find the right words to describe the most basic parts of their day, like waking up, brushing teeth, or going to school or work.
But here's the thing. If you want to sound natural in English, talking about your daily routine is a great place to start.
It helps with confidence, vocabulary, speaking flow, and it's something you actually use every day.
So, in this episode, we're going to walk you through a full daily routine from morning to night with common English phrases, examples, and tips.
By the end of this podcast, you'll be able to confidently describe your own routine like a native speaker.
And even better, you'll be able to practice it alone at home every single day.
So don't go anywhere because we're about to make your English routine a lot more fluent. All right, let's start from the beginning. So, Liam, why do you think it's important for English learners to know how to talk about their daily routine?
Great question, Emily. Because it's something we all do every single day. Whether you're going to school, heading to work, or staying home, your day has a routine.
And when you learn how to talk about it in English, you're actually learning the most used verbs, time phrases, and common expressions all at once.
Exactly. Words like wake up, get ready, have breakfast, go to work, come back home. These are super important in real conversations.
Plus, being able to describe your day builds speaking fluency. It helps you speak smoothly, practice sentence structure, and think in English.
And let's not forget, it's super useful in interviews, exams, and daily conversations with friends or teachers.
Yes, people often ask, what's your daily routine? What do you do in the morning? How do you spend your evenings?
So, in today's episode, here's what we'll cover. A full daily routine from morning to night. Simple sentences you can use. Common daily phrases and verbs. How to practice speaking your routine alone.
And we'll even include a fun dialogue practice, a vocabulary builder, and a big motivation boost at the end so you feel ready to speak English every single day.
Stick with us, and by the end of this episode, you'll not only understand, but you'll be able to talk fluently about your entire day in English.
Liam, let's be honest. So many learners can talk about big things like goals or dreams, but when someone asks, what do you do in the morning? They freeze.
So true. It's not because they don't know their routine, it's because they don't know how to say it in English with the right words, verbs, and structure.
Let's imagine this. Someone wakes up, brushes their teeth, takes a shower, eats breakfast, but when they try to explain it, they say, do teeth, eat, go work.
And that's frustrating. You know what you want to say, but the English doesn't come out right. You feel embarrassed, stuck, or even scared to try again.
This happens because many learners don't practice speaking about daily life out loud. They study grammar and vocabulary, but not how to say, I get up at 7 a.m. or I pack my lunch and leave for work.
Exactly. And because daily routines feel so simple, people don't realize how important it is to train with these words first.
And here's another issue. Some learners translate directly from their native language, which can make the sentence sound unnatural or confusing.
Right. For example, they might say, I go to bath instead of I take a shower.
So today, we're going to fix that. We'll walk you through the right phrases, the natural way to say them, and how to build confidence when talking about your day.
Because once you master daily routine language, you've built a strong foundation for speaking English fluently.
Okay, Liam, now let's look deeper. Why do you think people, especially beginners, struggle so much with something as simple as explaining their daily routine?
Well, Emily, I think it's more than just a vocabulary issue. It's emotional. Many learners feel shy, nervous, or afraid of sounding silly when they speak English out loud.
Yes, that fear creates a mental block. Even if they know the words like wake up, get dressed, or make breakfast, their brain freezes when it's time to speak.
And on the logical side, most people don't practice the exact situations they'll use in real life. They memorize random words, but don't practice sentences they actually need every day.
That's such a key point. Daily routine language is practical, but it gets ignored in textbooks or lessons that focus too much on advanced grammar.
Right. And here's another emotional reason. Learners often feel their life is too boring to talk about in English. They think, who wants to hear about me brushing my teeth or taking a bus?
But here's the truth, you don't practice to impress, you practice to progress. Speaking about your routine builds your confidence, fluency, and your rhythm in English.
And when you know how to describe your day clearly, it opens the door to bigger conversations, like sharing your habits, goals, or even health and productivity tips.
So, to everyone listening, don't feel embarrassed. Your routine is a gift. It's a chance to practice English with something you already know every single day.
And we're going to show you exactly how to do it, step by step, sentence by sentence. All right, Emily, let's help our listeners build their daily routine step by step, starting with the morning.
Yes, your morning routine is a great place to begin. It's the first part of your day and full of common actions you do every day.
So let's start with some useful phrases. Here's how you can describe your morning in English. I wake up at 7 a.m. I get out of bed and stretch. I brush my teeth and wash my face. I take a shower and get dressed. I make breakfast and have a cup of tea.
Nice and simple, right? And to help you even more, here's a sample paragraph you can practice. Every day, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I get out of bed and stretch my body. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I take a quick shower and get dressed. I go to the kitchen and make my breakfast. I usually eat eggs and toast, and I drink a hot cup of tea.
That sounds natural and confident. The best part? You can change the time or food to fit your real life.
Exactly. And if you want to speak fluently, repeat this out loud like you're telling a story. Record yourself, look in the mirror, make it a fun habit.
Let's give our listeners a few more useful phrases for variety. I check my phone. I make my bed. I listen to music while getting ready. I pack my bag for work or school.
Perfect. Now it's your turn, listener. Try making your own 5 sentence morning routine in English. Start with I wake up at and go from there.
Practice it every morning, and soon your confidence will grow, just like your vocabulary.
So, Liam, we've already covered the morning part. Now it's time to move on to the afternoon, right?
Exactly. Afternoon is when most people are busy with school, work, or study, so there are many useful verbs and actions to learn.
Let's start with some basic and clear phrases people can use. I go to work at 9 a.m. I attend my classes from 10 to 2. I take a short break around noon. I eat lunch with my coworkers or friends. I reply to emails and finish my tasks. I have meetings in the afternoon.
Let me give you a sample paragraph you can practice. After breakfast, I leave for work at 8:30 a.m. I usually take the bus. I start working at 9. I check my emails and plan my day. Around 1 p.m., I take a lunch break. I often eat rice and chicken with salad. After lunch, I continue working and attend a few meetings. I finish my work at 5 p.m.
That sounds great. It's clear, easy to follow, and full of real-life English expressions.
Now for students, here's another version. I go to college at 10 a.m. I have lectures and take notes. Around 1, I eat lunch in the cafeteria. After that, I go to the library to study. I usually finish my classes at 4 p.m.
It doesn't have to be long or perfect. The goal is to keep speaking to describe what you do in the afternoon using short, correct sentences.
Here are more useful phrases for this part of the day. I do my homework. I study new vocabulary. I visit a friend or go for a walk. I take a nap if I feel tired.
And again, we want you to practice speaking out loud. Say it like you're telling a friend what your day is like.
You could even record a short afternoon diary in English every day. Just 1 to 2 minutes of speaking will help you sound more natural and fluent. All right, Emily, we've helped our listeners talk about their mornings and afternoons. Now it's time to wind down with their evening and night routine.
Yes, evenings are when we relax, eat dinner, spend time with family, or do something fun. So this part of your day is also great for practicing daily English.
Let's begin with some helpful phrases for the evening. I come home around 6 p.m. I take off my shoes and wash my hands. I relax for a while and watch TV. I help with cooking or set the table. I eat dinner with my family. I go for a walk after dinner.
Here's a simple sample routine paragraph you can practice. I come home at 6 p.m. I feel tired, so I relax for a few minutes. Then I help my mom in the kitchen. We eat dinner together at 7 p.m. After that, I watch a little TV or scroll on my phone. Sometimes I go for a walk or talk with my friends.
And for the night routine, here are more useful expressions. I take a shower before bed. I brush my teeth and change into my pajamas. I read a book or listen to music. I set my alarm for the next day. I go to bed around 10 or 11 p.m.
And a short bedtime paragraph. At night, I'd like to take a hot shower. I wear my pajamas and brush my teeth. Before bed, I read a few pages of a book. I set my alarm for 7 a.m. Then I turn off the light and go to sleep.
That's perfect. Again, you don't need big or complex sentences. Just tell your day like a short story, step by step.
And for extra practice, try speaking your evening routine as you do it. Like, now I'm brushing my teeth, now I'm going to bed.
That's a great method. It helps connect English with your real actions. So, listeners, try creating your full routine from morning to night in simple English. Write it, speak it, and repeat it every day for 1 week.
You'll be amazed at how natural it starts to feel and how confident you'll become.
Hey, Emily. So far, we've practiced morning, afternoon, and evening routines separately. But real conversation flows when you tell your whole day in one story.
Exactly, Liam. When you connect your daily activities naturally, you sound more confident and fluent.
Let's try to put it all together using simple, clear sentences. I wake up at 7 a.m. I brush my teeth and have breakfast. Then I go to work or school. At noon, I eat lunch with my friends. After work, I come home and relax. I help with dinner and spend time with my family. At night, I take a shower and read a book before bed.
See how easy that sounds? Just link your routine with and or then and keep your sentences short.
Another tip is to add time expressions to make it clearer. In the morning, I. At noon, I. In the afternoon, I. In the evening, I. At night, I.
Try telling your daily routine out loud, like a story to a friend or yourself.
If you want, write your routine first, then practice reading it. Over time, you'll remember it and speak without looking.
And don't worry about mistakes. Fluency grows with practice, not perfection.
So today's challenge, record yourself telling your full daily routine in English. Listen, improve, and try again tomorrow.
Share your recordings with friends or in our community. Getting feedback helps a lot.
Remember, speaking English every day, even about simple things like your routine, is the best way to improve.
Keep going, keep practicing, and your confidence will grow day by day.
Emily, many learners feel nervous or stuck when they try to speak about their daily routine in English. What do you think causes this?
That's true, Liam. Common problems are fear of making mistakes, forgetting words, or feeling shy.
Yes, and sometimes learners compare themselves to others and feel discouraged.
Exactly. But here's the good news. These problems are totally normal and part of learning.
Let's break down some solutions to these obstacles.
First, don't fear mistakes. Mistakes help you learn faster. Every English speaker makes mistakes, even native speakers.
Second, use simple sentences. It's okay if your sentences are short and easy.
Third, practice regularly. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day builds huge confidence over time.
Fourth, don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own speed.
Fifth, record your voice and listen. It helps you hear your progress and areas to improve.
And last, find a supportive community or language partner to practice with.
So, listeners, when you feel stuck or shy, remember these tips. Keep going and don't give up. Hey, Liam, can you tell me about your daily routine?
Sure, Emily. I wake up at 6:30 a.m. Then I brush my teeth and take a quick shower. After that, I eat breakfast, usually cereal and fruit.
Sounds healthy. What do you do after breakfast?
I go to work around 8 a.m. At noon, I have lunch with my coworkers. Sometimes we eat at a nearby cafe.
Nice. And what about after work?
I come home around 6 p.m. Then I relax by reading a book or watching TV. Later, I help prepare dinner.
That's a full day. What do you do before bed?
Before bed, I like to meditate for 10 minutes and then read a little more. I usually sleep by 10 p.m.
Thanks for sharing, Liam. Your routine sounds very organized and balanced.
Thanks, Emily. Now, it's your turn. Can you tell me about your daily routine?
Sure. I wake up at 7 a.m., then I stretch and do some light exercise. After that, I have tea and read the news.
Great start. What do you do next?
I work on my English lessons until noon, then I cook lunch and call my family.
Sounds lovely. How do you spend your evenings?
I usually go for a walk, then prepare dinner. After dinner, I watch an English movie to improve my listening skills.
That's a smart way to learn English. What about bedtime?
I write a journal about my day and plan tomorrow. Then I sleep around 11 p.m.
Perfect, Emily. Talking about your daily routine helps you practice speaking clearly and confidently.
Yes, it does. Listeners, try this dialogue with a friend or practice both parts yourself. Let's learn some useful words and phrases from today's lesson about daily routines.
Great. What's the first word?
First word, routine, meaning a sequence of actions regularly followed. Example, my morning routine helps me start the day well.
Next.
Second phrase, take a quick shower, meaning to shower for a short time. I take a quick shower before breakfast.
Good one. What's next?
Third phrase, prepare dinner, meaning to cook or get dinner ready. Example, I prepare dinner for my family every evening.
Nice. Any other useful words?
Yes. Fourth word, meditate, meaning to focus your mind, often for relaxation or clarity. Example, I meditate for 10 minutes before bed.
That sounds helpful. More?
Fifth phrase, write a journal, meaning to write about your daily experiences and thoughts. Example, I write a journal to remember important moments.
These are great, Emily. Any last ones?
Last one, balanced lifestyle, meaning a healthy mix of work, rest, and activities. Example, having a balanced lifestyle improves your happiness.
Awesome. Listeners, try to use these words in your daily conversations.
Yes, practice makes perfect. We've reached the end of today's episode about daily routines. Remember, having a good routine can help you feel more confident and organized.
That's right, Emily. Starting small, like waking up early or writing a journal, can make a big difference over time.
And practicing speaking about your routine every day will help you improve your English fluency and confidence.
So, don't wait for tomorrow. Start today. Make your routine, speak out loud, and keep learning.
Listeners, if you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to Speak English with Mishu, share it with your friends, and leave a comment telling us your daily routine.
Yes, your support helps us create more great content to help you improve your English.
Thank you for listening and practicing with us. Keep shining and speaking English confidently.
See you in the next episode.